Hi everybody, Russ Lewis here in the KHOU newsroom with your digital update today, and welcome to everybody joining us on all of our digital platforms today. It's 2:15. We have a press conference going on right now. We want to just show you some live pictures of it, and I'll tell you what's going on. This is out of Pearland, and you may remember this story. It's from back in April. What's happening today is we have an attorney talking about a federal civil rights lawsuit that's been filed against the district and 3 district employees over what happened back in April. So let's take a look at that. If we have it up here, it's up. Okay. So we have Randall Callanan, who is an attorney filing this lawsuit. You may remember this story. A boy came to school back in April to Barry Miller Junior High School, and he was dress coded. Teacher said that, actually an assistant principal said that his hairstyle violated the dress code of the school and the district because it had carvings in it. And what they got the boy to do was to color in those carvings with a black Sharpie. And according to the lawsuit, there was an assistant principal, a discipline officer, and the teacher who were all there witnessing this while a lot of kids were laughing at the boy who had to do this in order to stay in school. So according to the lawsuit, this was racist. The boy was humiliated and he was shamed in front of his classmates and district personnel. Since this has happened, the district has apologized, said it deeply regrets what has happened here and that it will work harder to earn the community's trust back over what happened, but that has not stopped this lawsuit, which was filed actually yesterday, and now we're hearing from the attorney for that boy's family today about what's behind that lawsuit and what they're asking for. So we are at that press conference right now, getting details on what the attorney's saying and what the lawsuit entails, waiting also for a response from Pearland ISD about this. Again, this happened at Barry Miller Junior High School late last school year, and as school starts again this year, this federal civil rights lawsuit has been filed against the district, against an assistant principal, against the disciplinary clerk, and the teacher involved in this situation from about 6 months ago. So we see a lot of you clicking on that story, so we wanted to bring you the latest update on that. Other story we see you clicking on a lot on our website today is a spring mother who has been charged with child endangerment because police say she left 4 children, all under the age of 12, inside an apartment alone for more than 8 hours. That is Keimira Roney, and I hope I'm saying her first name right there. It's Keamira, Keimira, possibly, Roney. She's 22, and she is in jail on no bond, endangering a child. So this was on Stubner Airline Road, an apartment complex there. And what happened is a neighbor noticed an approximately 2-year-old child walking around the complex for more than an hour. The toddler by itself and wearing only a diaper. And that's when that neighbor became concerned and called police. And when police went to the apartment where the child lived, that's when they discovered the other children there alone. Again, 4 kids, all under the age of 12, left home alone for more than 8 hours. We don't know the circumstances here. We don't know what the mother's side of the story is, to be honest, if there is one, where she was, what she was doing, what her thinking was. Did she leave them with somebody who ended up leaving, or some other explanation? We don't know. All we know is when police arrived there at the apartment, they found those 3 kids, and then one they had brought back to the apartment, the 2-year-old, who was walking around alone there in the complex. So we'll wait to hear from the mother or her attorney about what the explanation might be there. But right now she is in jail on child endangerment and no bond in that case. All right, let's check the weather. Blake Mathews in for Erica today. And Blake, I know you're tracking some rain for us. How soon do you think it'll get here? Do we have to wait a while?
Yeah, we have a few scattered showers out there earlier today. Looks like some of those showers have since moved on off to the east, and things are relatively quiet now here across the Houston area. The other thing that we've been monitoring, very interesting coming out of Colorado State, the average forecast, or the forecast for this year, was calling for 13 storms, 5 hurricanes, and 2 major hurricanes, which is generally an average season. But so far, now that we are approaching the end of August, we have only seen 2, 1, and 0. 2 named storms, one of those was a hurricane. Now here's the interesting part. If you look back at the statistics, the last time that we had a named storm was back on July the 14th. Looking ahead to the next 2 weeks, which takes us all the way into early September, maybe one named storm, maybe. But the last time that we went from July the 15th until August the 19th with 0 named systems, you have to go all the way back to 1982. So pretty significant, the fact that the Atlantic is so quiet as we approach the peak of the hurricane season. Nobody's complaining. There's a live look out over the city right now. Not a bad afternoon, a few passing showers out there. Typical late August pattern. We will see these afternoon storms pretty much daily. Otherwise, hot conditions will persist. Those heat index values as high as 107 degrees. Temperature right now, 97 degrees at Bush Airport. That is the high temperature so far today. 100 again out there in Columbus, 98 in El Campo. 93 degrees there in Dayton, feeling very much like 105 to about as much as 110 degrees down there in Sugar Land. There's a look at the radar right now. Again, most of the showers up to the north and east of the Houston area. Seeing a few scattered sprinkles out there in Fort Bend County, also out there in Austin County, but all in all, a fairly decent day here across the Houston area. There's a little closer look, picking up some showers out there along Highway 90 along the east belt, but that is about it. Again, we were tracking a few scattered showers here in Fort Bend County, but those have since dissipated. Now, as we zoom out across the state, you'll notice not a whole lot going on. A lot of rain out here off to the east, where a lot of moisture persists out there to the southeast parts of New Orleans. Now, zooming out across the entire Atlantic, you'll notice it is just very, very quiet. This is the ITCZ, the Intertropical Convergence Zone. That's where we look for development this time of year. Obviously, not a whole lot going on there whatsoever, but we continue to watch a tropical wave move through the Caribbean, eventually moving into the Bay of Campeche, and eventually trying to bring it up towards the northeast the upper Texas coast or the southwest coast of Louisiana. That may enhance our rain chances a little bit as we head into the coming weekend, but really I'm not as impressed with it today as I was over the last couple of days. So even though we'll see those rain chances go up for the weekend, not looking like a widespread washout like I was thinking a few days ago. Take a look at the future track here. These showers will begin to dissipate as we head into the overnight hours tonight. They will be back as we get into the heat of the day tomorrow. This is noon. A few coastal showers pushing out towards the I-10 corridor. We'll call it about a 30 to maybe as high as a 40% chance of a few passing storms tomorrow, and then those storms will also fade away as we head into the overnight hours. Temperature-wise, by 5 o'clock, some rain-cooled air up in here, 95, 93, 86, 85, take your pick, as high as 100 degrees out there in College Station. Everybody ends up in the upper 70s and lower 80s by tomorrow morning. Take a look at the next couple of days. 96 degrees tomorrow, 97 Wednesday into Thursday, 94 Friday, Saturday, as those rain chances increase just a little bit as we get into the coming weekend as that tropical wave begins to approach our area. That's all we have for you right now. We'll have more on the 411 coming up today at 4.